I believe that America can be beautiful. How can America be made beautiful? Now, family, listen. My brother Imam Wadafuddin and I have had disagreement, but his followers and mine have never given each other as much as a bloody nose. Because in spite of our differences, there's a deep love in us. We don't like the things about our nation that is not good, but I don't want to live anywhere else. I want America to be made right. I don't want to see America go the way of Rome and Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah. But why won't she go that way? If the men of religion and the women of religion keep silent.
Early brothers and sisters, he don't agree with Master Muhammad. Didn't come to redeem them. They cannot be redeemed. He said 100% wicked. I guess Farrakhan knows best. Why is Muhammad any Muslim or the devil? He said, that's Muhammad's words, his thoughts. What is the duty of every Muslim in regards to four devils? That's not what Farrakhan says. He says that's a whole different idea. The word Muslim king by received by representing four devils at one time. Of course, he is 100% wicked, 100%. But in Farrakhan, not even devils anymore. They will not keep and obey the laws of Islam. His ways and actions are like a snake of the grass type. So Muhammad learned that he could not reform the devils. Could not reform them. Another place said they would take him off the planet, but anyway, apparently Farrakhan knows best. Go on, brothers and sisters. That's how he feels about devils. See, he is not of us. As far as the devil, he's not the seed of Abraham. That's a fact. And we have him on tape admitting that his father is a white Caucasian Portuguese Jew who raped his mama, according to his story. That's his father right there, his picture. Google it. It's out there.
When the Muslims were alive, I'll say it again. When the Muslims were alive, you dead as hell now on both sides.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, we are. Yes, sir. That's real, brother.
Both sides.
Wake us up, dear Papa.
When we was alive, we set up schools.
That's right.
When we were alive, we had supermarkets.
That's right.
We owned buildings. We owned farmland. We were busy doing something, hiring our people. Well, I'm telling the Muslims, damn it, if you don't come alive, you will die like you are. And I will say, thank you, Allah, because if they're not doing nothing on top of the earth, let the worms eat their ass.
See how he feels about the Muslims, both sides, male and female. We pray a lot with worms eat your ass. But the devils have been persecuting us, terrorizing us, raping us, murdering us for hundreds of years. Oh, I love them. I'm sending to them. I'll stay here with them. Really? I got so much love for Farrakhan. And people got rich off because you're a multimillionaire. You haven't produced anything. Put steaks in your plate. Wine in your stomach. $1,000 suits. $10,000 rings your fingers. Oh, that's not enough. The Muslims, when they were alive, do you have amnesia? Who killed them? You and Wallace did. I was there. You and Wallace did. Got rid of the Nation of Islam. Took all the money and ran. And it did have those things when Elijah was here. Because Elijah led the people to those things. Where have you led them to, Farrakhan? Scientology? L. Ron Hubbard? Who on, brothers and sisters?
$5,000. Cash payment to anyone who can prove that what lying son of a devil Farrakhan is preaching is consistent with the lessons, supreme wisdom, of Master Fard Muhammad Elijah Muhammad's representation of his teacher Master Fard's teachings.
Hi, salam alaikum, sisters and brothers. Sulman Rahim here, President of Covenant, breaker 7 seals. Needless to say, brothers and sisters, they have never stepped forward in that challenge. They can't. That's why. It's been out for years. They know about it. They complain about it. Why are you attacking Farrakhan? Good man. Then why do that? Why just come in and get you $5,000? They don't because they can't. Anyway, brothers and sisters, this is probably the most important presentation I've ever given, aside from my very first one, when I realized I broke the seals. Made that known. After that, this is the most important presentation given, maybe the last one. Most important one. Like I said, I didn't ask for this job. I can give 100%. And it's like it involves a lot of complexities. Because that's one way to identify the messenger of the covenant. He's broken the seals. But he explained how he broke them before the right time comes. Someone can take that information and say they broke the seals. Then you have confusion. They say, well, who, you know? And I said in the past, I put landmines in there just to trap people like that. Certain things I don't say at a certain time because part of the job is to protect the angel itself. That's one of the things. Now, this presentation has been 35 years in the making. This is it, brothers and sisters. You'll see what I mean in a minute. See, I've been telling you, it says, the angels what makes things happen. It is. You have the seals, you have the trumpets, a lot of things. And angel in general. That's what things happen. How you make things happen. The atmosphere is your weapon. You know how to use it. All the ammunition you need. Right? Here's your weapon. Atmosphere is your ammunition. So you can use it against yourself. That's what it is. That's just the way it is, brothers and sisters. That's why I sent a messenger, not with guns. No plan. I say, Master, I'm going to have a mother play. Yes, he does have one. That's a specific purpose. Make sure there's no nuclear war. He's not afraid of weapons. Just make sure. You're talking about quality. That's there for quality. See? Quality. Keep saying there's 2 aspects. There's quantity and quality. So we can inherit the earth, but you want to inherit $1 million shit farm? But they can turn into shit on their way out. Radiate and everything else, they can do that. You still have power. He's going to make sure that doesn't happen. What's the point of going through all this? We're going to inherit a radiated planet. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. So you'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. Here we go again, brothers and sisters. But they keep saying that they teaching Elijah Muhammad's teachings. So I keep playing this because there's no way in the world that anyone has a brain and that's original, right? And have been bread broken, be a Farrakhan. What I got to do is see what Elijah Muhammad taught, read his material, read the lessons. So let's see if this is consistent with Muhammad's, the spirit of Elijah Muhammad.
I gotta do this. Do you mind? Yes, I'm gonna do something. I don't want to put my brother on the spot. See, this is this. This is something else. Love and faith transcends color. And the reason why we embrace Father Flager as a brother is because we find him on the battlefield of justice, being a true disciple of Jesus. And the last thing I'll say is you'll never call us racist.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because this day that we honor
Yes, sir.
Master Fard Muhammad, if you see an image of him, put his image up.
Yes, sir.
That's the man whose father was a black man and his mother a Caucasian. And how many of us have a parent that's a Caucasian or grandparent? It's not about color. It's about our submission to the will of God. And in that we find common ground and unity.
Yes, sir.
So I'm only one shade lighter than you, so. And Mustafa maybe 4 more shades lighter. We a family.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay a family and be a family and love each other as God would have us to love each other. We love you, Father. Happy Savior's Day. Thank you. I had to do that. We love you.
One more time, brother.
Sick brothers and sisters had nothing to do with Elijah Muhammad or Master Muhammad in any way, shape, form, or fashion. If it does, I'll give $5,000. Show me whether it has anything to do with Master Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad. Show me, and I'll give $5,000. Show me. Show me anything in his books, anything in his writings, anything in his interviews, anything in the lessons to support what he just did. In fact, it's just the opposite.
Do you then believe in a part of the book and disbelieve in the other? What then is the reward of such among you as do this but disgrace in the life of this world, and on the day of resurrection they shall be sent back to the most grievous chastisement? And Allah is not heedless of what you do. 86 These are they who buy the life of this world for the hereafter, so their chastisement shall not be lightened, nor shall they be helped.
Let's see if they're guilty of their charge, brothers and sisters, leaving in part of the book and disciplining the other. We have a clear evidence here, so you be the judge.
Malachi 3:1. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord, whom ye seek, shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts.
No. I guess the Lord of hosts is wrong. I guess Allah is wrong. But Farrakhan never talks about any messenger covenant. In fact, he says Elijah's last messenger, even though there's two messengers there. Two messengers there. But Farrakhan never mentions the messenger of the covenant. He says Elijah's the last messenger. So he's saying God says he's coming, and he said, no, he ain't. Nobody coming here after Elijah. It's right before your eyes, brothers and sisters. And they believe in part of the book, because they believe in Elijah. They say, hey, the messenger there, they believe that's the messenger. But the messenger of the covenant, hey, that ain't happening. Okay, let's move on. They're calling God a liar here. I guess God needs to be informed. I'm at Farrakhan.
Genesis 15:12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and, lo, an horror of great darkness fell upon him. 13. And he said unto Abram, Know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. 14. And also that nation, whom they shall serve, will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance.
Okay, they believe this part here. Farrakhan doesn't want any judgment to happen. He loves America. Anyway, they believe this part here. They talk about this part. So let's look at the second part. Genesis 15, right? Look at the second part. Genesis 15, the second part.
Genesis 15:18. In the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, Unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates.
Uh-oh. Well, they never mentioned the covenant either. They mentioned the first part. They don't mention that because Farrakhan again calling God a liar. Because he said, we're not going anywhere. God said we are. He said, Pharaoh said, no, we ain't. And that's God's word. God made a covenant to say, you know, that's going to happen no matter what. That God's word. But Farrakhan says God's word ain't worth shit because you ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. God knows what the hell he's talking about. That's what Farrakhan's saying. He said, we're not going nowhere. And God says, yes, we are. He said, we ain't. And the thing is, remember, his promise to Abraham's seed. Well, I guess Farrakhan does have a problem with that because he's not for Abraham's seed. His father's the devil. So he had a problem with that, and he's not going anywhere. But he's telling you, you're not going anywhere. It's right there. They don't believe this part. They believe the other part. So now you got the message of the covenant, and you got the covenant. And in both places, he said God's a liar. There ain't no message of the covenant, and there ain't no, and we ain't going nowhere. So that covenant means nothing. We're not getting a reward for the tribulation we went through. That was that's referred to as tribulation also. But they talk about the tribulation and the great tribulations. Two different tribulations, brothers and sisters. Move on. Listen to this, brothers and sisters. That's the message of the covenant.
1. Now after the death of Moses the servant of the Lord it came to pass, that the Lord spake unto Joshua the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, To Moses my servant is dead, now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, thou, and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them, even to the children of Israel. 3. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. 4. From the wilderness and this Lebanon even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea toward the going down of the sun, shall be your coast.
Oh. The identity is Joshua. They never mention Joshua, do they? They don't mention Joshua in this context. They don't mention him in this context. Oh, there's nobody after Elijah. He said, no, there's Joshua's the one. He's the one who fulfills the covenant. He's the messenger of the covenant. But no, they don't mention him. And they say, anybody after Aaron? They say Farrakhan's Aaron, but okay, he's going God liar again. He's going to God liar, ain't no messenger of the covenant. We ain't going nowhere. And ain't nobody after Elijah, Aaron, right? So there ain't no messenger there. Joshua, that ain't happening. He's a messenger of the covenant, identity. That's the identity of messenger of the covenant. All three are connected. All three are promises, guarantees, contracts from God himself. And he says that's bullshit. Fuck that. I don't hear that crap. That ain't happening. Just listen to me. I'm Farrakhan. I know best. I'm the best knower. You ain't going nowhere. There ain't no messenger of the covenant, right? Ain't nobody coming after Elijah. He eternal leader of the nation of Islam. Nobody coming after him. It's just me, maybe. And you ain't going nowhere. Stay right here in America. We love it here. You saying? And that was our brothers. That's not what that Master Thomas said. So I guess he had to be educated by Farrakhan. Because Farrakhan says he teaches him directly. So I guess he had to pull his coat and say, hey, man, Mr. Farad, you got it wrong. Because that's what Wallace said. Wallace said Farad was as a trickster. You got it wrong, buddy. Listen to me, I'm gonna straighten you out. And you know, fucking messing the covenant, so cut that shit out. They ain't going nowhere, so cut that shit out. And forget about the goddamn Joshua. Who the hell is he? You got it? Fraud? Cut the shit. I'm the one. I'm the Messiah. Just focus on me. That's what he's saying. Well, brothers and sisters.
Five. There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life, as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee, I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee.
I guess Farrakhan can't say that. Talking about him. Somebody forsake his ass. They blew his ass up with radiation pills. Having shit and piss in the bag. To where what little manhood he might have had. I don't think he was ever had any. Tell you the truth. Castrated, pissing and shitting in the bag. Can't wipe his own ass at this point. That's why they keep him out of public. Ain't nobody told him to shut up. Unless his handlers, Magog and Antichrist told him, Netanyahu and Trump. Otherwise, he just don't know what the hell to say. Plus, he's babbling, so he can't say anything anyway. Because if he was told to shut up by God, he's been twill-quist. His dummy is Ishmael. Ishmael should be quiet too, shouldn't he? It's all bullshit. They don't show him in public. The last time he showed him in public, he's wearing a jumpsuit. Why did he go to a formal situation with jumpsuit? Because he cannot dress himself. You have to dress him. He's pissing shitting all over himself. Okay. He said, if you tell him don't say nothing, does that mean you can't show up too? Why can't you just show up? Sure, everybody's healthy and everything, you show up. Sad. Okay, here we go, brothers and sisters. The Lamb is called Lord of Lords and King of Kings. Master Muhammad is called King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Now, you might understand what that means. I'm not going to try to explain to you at this point. But sixth seal. Now, you're not going to understand this. And even the ones that claim to have some idea of the angel, they're not going to understand either. Because I'm still trying to teach them add and subtract. They haven't grasped that yet. So they get the multiplication, the calculus, it's not going to happen. But it's right there before their eyes. Some things, like I said, have to be told at the right time. That's it. He gave them their food in due season. Remember reading that in scripture? He gave them their food in due season at the right time. So right now is the right time because it's over, bro. Since it's over. You see what I mean in a minute. Right time. Okay. So let me walk through this slowly. Like I said, I know you got to understand it. Putting it out there because, like I said, I'm putting things out there because I'm trying to put it in a way that they won't need electricity for it because they're going to need this information and support going through tribulation because they have to come out on the other side, being able to understand the angel to some degree. Put it that way, because David was given a mercy. Just the blood of the Lamb, just those books. If I was you, I would make sure I got I tell you, brothers and sisters, I did not ask for this job. I didn't see it coming. Maybe I should have. Okay, first of all, now this is not the first time I said, at least over a year, I know more than over a year ago, about this half an hour. There'd be a pause. So the war, first of all, I talked about a few things yesterday. I'm going to go over this briefly because I'm going to get to my main point here. The war of Armageddon, the abomination of desolation would be the warning sign. That's why it's giving you a warning because when you see that, right? It says that the destruction, not at that point, it says is near. That means it's a warning. Right? But it's a flashing yellow light, but you're not paying attention to it. Because some of you got your head up. Oh, NFL, and even if I asked you how to spell NFL, you probably couldn't tell me. How do you spell NFL? That's your own detriment, brothers and sisters. That's where the devil wants you. And some of you in that state, and some of you like being in that state. They have you dream, and you like, some people love dreaming, but they can't do a reality. So they have you in a dream, so-called American dream, and by definition, not going to happen. But sometimes dreams come true, I guess. When you wake up, that dream disappears. And you're about to wake up. Okay? Something math problem is going to do in a minute. It's going to assist you in waking up. Anyway, June, the war broke out in heaven. Now they say a war broke out in heaven, right? And they say Michael's angels. What? Wait a minute. Do you read carefully? It didn't say Michael's angels started a war or war broke out. It says no. War broke out in heaven, and then so it's two stages there. War broke out, and then after then Michael's angels. So what does that mean? War broke out first, and then Michael's angels. So who broke the war out? Hold on, brother. Says, no, I'm gonna leave it. That's how I wasn't gonna go into a whole lot of detail. Anyway, the war broke. It started. Right. Now it said there'd be a pause. It says to be a pause. And it says the pause be about as half an hour, depends on the translation, but it's approximately half an hour, which is half of a year, hours a year, and so 6 months. So it'd be silence in heaven. See, the silence is also in heaven. There was in heaven and silence in heaven. That gives you a big hint right there. So there was a war, but there was silence. That means the war. There's no such thing as a quiet war. That means the war was put on hold. It was quiet for about 6 months. So if the war was over it wasn't over, but like I said, it stopped in June. Then you got July, August, September, October, November, December. So be quiet all those months. And then in January, boom. They resume again. Somewhere after the 6 months, right? But January. That's it, January. June is when it started. Right? So January, somewhere around January, February, I'm giving myself some room here because it says about, so I round off based on months to January. I'm still pretty confident this. January is it. The war will still be going on in February, but it's going to hit, right? Wally Point this month. Okay. So where does that half now come from? The hell's about to break loose, and I'm getting ready to explain some things you haven't explained before. And let's see if those liars out there can do anything with it at hand. Because all over. Hell's being broken loose today. See me in a minute. Stars in heaven is looking at that. Now see this? There's 7 trumpets. It's actually 8th trumpet. It's actually 8th trumpet. It says Suleiman, he's the 8th trumpet. He had a trumpet voice. So it's included on the trumpet because you get that in chapter 17 where it says, he was of the 7, but he was the 8th, but of the 7, whatever. So they tell you there's an extra. But anyway, I'm not going into detail here because he had a voice like a trumpet. Anyway, but we'll just deal with the 7. That's a little more complicated. So you got 4. They break it up in 2 groups. 4, and then they break the 5th one by itself and 6th one by itself. That's the way it is. So when you go into trumpets, it says, right? It says first trumpet, blew, 2nd trumpet, 3rd trumpet, then 4th trumpet. There's a roll into the 3 more trumpets to come. Right? And then you see the 5th trumpet, and then 6th one says release the first 4. Well, I thought the first released already. No, it says the 6th one released the first 4. Well, look at it. So it's more like this. 5th one, the 5th one is first. It tells the 6th one to release the first 4. That's the pattern it tells you. Remember, the trumpets are also the seals. The trumpets are also the seals. And seals follow the same pattern. See? That they're talking about. See, you didn't know that. Like I was saying before, you can't teach algebra, multiplication, someone still have difficulty adding, subtracting. Or maybe not, can't do it all. Okay? That's the pattern, because remember, trumpets are also the seals. That's the pattern. So the 5th one will go first, then the 6th one, and the 6th one release the first 4. And the first 4, that's hell being released. Let me explain that. Okay, move on. Now, it took a while to put this, I hope nobody got in. I double checked it, right? Okay. Now, when you read the five seals, I explained this. I'm not going into detail, but those who are familiar, some are familiar with the angel know I've identified the 5th seal. It's having to do with Iran and Syria. And the guy, they talked to that 12th Imam, which is Master Muhammad, said, when you gonna kick ass? When you go out and get revenge? He said, no, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna do it until Syria is taken down. If I can't say I didn't say that, Well, it's out there, and I said this years before the Syria went down. Years. So Syria has to go down. Right? They have to go down. They told them, take white robes. If you understand the Injil, the white robes, that means right there in conflict with America. I'm not going into that kind of detail here today. Right? And they told them to rest up for a while. See? Okay? So that's the pause, because when you understand the seals, right? The first seal says something, second seal says something, third seal says something, fourth seal, but the fifth seal is nothing. That's the pause, because that's why I say silence in heaven. There was a pause on the fifth seal, was the pause. And what happened after Syria was taken out, then the pause will come. It will last about 6 months. And according to that, right, then the sixth seal would sound. Sixth seal would sound. The sixth seal, yet the sound is there. Sixth seal kicks in. So who called sixth seal? Okay. That's been opened today. It's been revealed today. Open it, broke it, but it's been revealed today. Sixth seal. That's what I'm revealing. Sixth seal. Hell's breaking loose, brothers and sisters. Time. It's time now. So it says the sixth seal. Okay? Because what sixth seal does, it releases the first four. Fifth went, the sixth seal released the first four. First, second, third. Well, I never told you those seals already took place already. Well, you said at first, Obama. Oh, it is in that context. I told you. Remember, Master Muhammad rides the white horse too, don't he? The one of those trip fires. He rides the white horse too. See? And if you had paid attention to what I was saying about the seals, you realize that's the case. Because I identified that second seal as not actually being a demon, it's actually one of the four winds. Fiery red. Because that one doesn't have any color at all, but it says he's fiery red. So I told you that means that's the second one shows the four winds are blowing. You know that hasn't happened yet. The third one's talking about demons. You know, that hasn't happened. They haven't been separated yet. No. So I didn't never tell you those things already happened. And the green one, that's talking about Armageddon, those things. So let's look into this. This is about to happen right now. Because this pause is gone. They already started the war. When they attacked Iran, right? With those riots and carrying on, the war started. It just got hit the second phase now. War started. Understand? Okay, so watch this. So now he's releasing. So now these are going into action. And chapter 19 says the white horse. That's Master Muhammad. He's riding that horse. He's about to go into action. But the sixth seal had to be released. Sixth seal had to release them. So now they've been released. I'm releasing them. Okay, it's more. Here. It's Master Muhammad riding that white horse. What does that mean? What does that mean? What that means is Master Muhammad. Oh, hold on, brothers. He's Iran's 12th Imam. He's in the process now of preparing to make himself known to them. Michael and his angels go to war with the dragon. She said, war broke out heaven, and then it says Michael's angels. So war broke out, and then So, you see what I'm saying? That's that poison, but you missed it. Then Michael's angels with the war of the dragon, his angels. So war broke out, and then that wasn't a, see what I'm saying? It says war broke out in heaven, and then Michael, so what was, anyway, so he's to be with them. So he's to make himself to make known to them. And they're not going to wait around like Psalm Hussein did. No, they're getting ready to kick ass. See? Because he's going to neutralize. See, that's what he said. They kept asking him in fifth seal, how long before you do something? I won't do anything until after Syria is taken out. You just rest up for a little while. What's that little time little? Is that the pause? It's a little time, 6 months anyway. I'm not going to get to that here. So he says, then he will go out and go to war. Now he's going to take vengeance and everything after. He said he won't do it until after Syria is taken out. Syria's gone. It's going to be revived. So now he's going to action. He'll make himself known to Shia, Iran, and they will not have to fear false Israel's nuclear weapons, because they're going to neutralize them. They've been saying every time you see those wheels, they come around nuclear sites, and then the nuclear sites are unavailable. They're like inoperable. Anyway, he's going to neutralize them. This is about to happen any day now, soon. But it wouldn't happen till someone broke the sixth seal, because sixth seal is the first seal that goes. First one. For the action, the fifth seal, right? That starts the process off, but the action don't take place until the sixth seal released the first four. And the first four, first one is that white horse. That's Master Muhammad takes off with his army. And he said, his army that followed him with white horses, that's the Injil, that's the Shia. Kicking ass. Kill kings and Lord lords. That's about to happen, brothers and sisters. But it wouldn't happen until the Lamb released that sixth seal. Sixth seal released the four winds, the four trumpets, the first four seals. It's about to happen, so now it's time. Waiting 35 years to tell you that. We're here now. Okay, so what happens? Yeah. What happened? That's that first seal. That's finally going to make us move. And that's going to free you up, because it's going to, that is going to cause about destruction of so-called American dream. The economy is going to collapse. That means that little thing you was holding on to, clinging to, be gone. Now, some of you are going to be just like the demons. They're going to try to revive it. The demons will try to revive it. We want to stay there. We're going to revive America. We're going to take America. We're going to revive it. Some of you are going to fall in that trap too. So you go ahead. You love this world's life. But what happens over there, right? It's going to break your grip on this dream, American dream, because it won't exist anymore. And soon I will be there with your mind, the angel, to give your mind back. Hopefully your brain is not so distorted that it can't be restored. That's the first horse. Look at the second horse. Well, that represents the four winds. See, when Master Muhammad moves, right? you're going to break your grip. That's American dream. Your vision will be restored because he's getting ready to destroy what was blocking. He's not like an eclipse. The moon blocks the sun, so you can't see the sun. You see the moon because the moon's blocking it. But once the moon moves, now you see the sun. Right now they got a moon covering the sun, covering the light. That's false Israel. They're flag. See, Abraham. That's what they claim. They stole identity. They're blocking the light. They're blocking your vision. Because Muhammad gave you the vision. He gave you the sun, and you saw it. And you was following the light of the sun with Elijah. You was following the light of the sun with Elijah. See? He said, hey, oh, and you start uniting, right? And that's why he declared us a nation. By declaring us a nation, that means we must be free, because otherwise we're a slave nation. If somebody else control your energy, you're a slave to them. They control us, so that means we're a slave nation. And he gave you a light. And right, he didn't give you sunlight, he gave you starlight, he still gave you light. And then he had to put a moon in there to block it. He had to put a moon in there to block it. So, no light. Farrakhan blocked that light, so now you couldn't see. You had no vision anymore. You couldn't see. You was divided, confused. Okay. So Master Muhammad comes, and what he does is he blows away that moon. It's blocking the light. See? Then you have a vision now. Then you got a vision. People out of vision perish. They have a vision, and all you need is your mind back now. Like you got the engine right, and he needs a steering wheel. This is about to happen. It's a twofold thing. Like I said, he's got to take and restore your vision, and soon as be here, restore your mind with the angel. That's about to happen. See? Then once that happens, remember, there's resistance. Resistance to your obtaining a vision, resistance, your coming together. Every action has an opposite equal reaction. So there's going to be a resistance to that, because they don't want that to happen. We're in a situation we're right now because there's a force that's keeping us in a situation. If a balloon is underwater, there's a force that it won't stay there unless there's a force that maintains it underwater. As long as that force is still underwater. So there's a force. If we're in this condition that we're in, as against our nature, when Bartholomew said, when you have thorough knowledge of self, he's telling you that you're acting on yourself. So you're acting on yourself. Why would you act on yourself other than someone is forcing you to act on yourself? And then you look how you're acting like they, so really, they're the ones, they're the niggas. You look at the reaction, you can tell a lot about the action from the reaction. So we are a result of what they created over 400 years. So that means we are who they are. They're the niggers. They're dope dealers. They're liars and rapists. And they measure themselves, because that's what every action is opposite equal reaction. So the reaction is a result of the action. The reaction was created by the action. Is that simple enough for you? The reaction is the creation of the action. It's the exact creation of the action. So if we act on ourselves, that means there's something that forces us to act, because birds don't act on themselves naturally. Birds act like birds. Unless you put them in a cage and train them, a lion will act like a lion unless you put them in a cage and train them and stick a hot rods up their ass. Then you can act other than themselves, but because you're applying a force to do it. So we know, we can tell, we look at ourselves, because if they were angels, we'd be angels. We'd be happy. But if we are not happy, we suffer from diabetes and blood pressure and everything else, that means as a result of what they're doing to us. You might can't see the wind, but you can see the result of the wind. You see the winds blowing, you know it's a wind. You don't have to see the wind, but you see the winds blowing, you know and you can tell the direction it's blowing from, the way the winds is shaking. So if you look at us, we are the result of what, so there, we are a result of what they create, a result of them. So when you look at us, you're seeing them. You ain't seeing us. That's why I said we're not returning to a thorough knowledge of self. How can we get thorough knowledge of self? We have to eliminate the force that's forced and put in this condition. I mean, this stuff is so simple, brothers and sisters. We have to eliminate the force, totally eliminate it, so we can be back to our original condition. Right? Like I said, no, we want to stay in this force. We want to stay. We love them. We love him. See, because he's one of them. You got to get rid of him too, because he's part of the reason why you're in the condition. Because he justifies the condition. You're wicked. You're sinful. He had your so-called man mind. See how sinful we are. We're gonna stop licking ass. We're gonna stop selling dope. We stop raping our women. What? That means you up there saying, you declaring that you all the things they stereotype on you. Because he got you committing to everything they stereotype in the movies and the papers, everything else, that you're that person. That's you. He don't tell you, oh, we're going to get rid of the people that force us in a condition. No, we're going to stop because we're in a condition, because we're sinful and wicked, we're no damn good. It ain't the devil's fault. Our fault we're in a condition. See, that's why I call it the accused of our brethren. That should make sense to anybody. You got a balloon underwater, and you're going to blame the balloon being underwater? It wouldn't be underwater, it's the force holding it underwater. It will stay underwater as long as that force is there. You have to obliterate the force, and then the balloon rises back to the top again. You can't reform the force. Oh, I'm going to reform the force. Okay. Well, if you reform the force, it's still a force, ain't it? So you change it from green to blue or blue or orange, right? You change the color, it's still a force, isn't it? So if he reformed the devil, it's still devils, ain't they? So we still have the same problem, won't we? They're going to wake up, and they wake up and he's toast. Okay? And so that one, that's talking about the four winds. So four winds blow when they attack us. Remember, it's resistance. When we start coming together, they can be resisted, and then the devils are our resistance. That's why we made them like that. I keep talking about the personification of things. We personify everything so we know spirits as books. So we made them so we could see the resistance. If we had not made the devils, then we'd be like the wind. You couldn't see it, you just only see the effect. But by making them, now you can see the wind. Like so, you put some color, you put I don't know, you put some kind of color in the air or something, you can see the wind, right? Some kind of tan, whatever, right? Or put flags or something, right? Well, I guess same thing. You still see the wind, you see the result of it. You see what I'm saying? So I try to explain to you so many things, but I know. We put them so we can see personification of the effect of the force of energy deprivation. What it looks like, the force is driving it. We made them. So when energy deprivation is gone, they have to be gone. Because they are the winter. Winter comes, and you take and make the personified winter. So instead of having the weather, but you have ice people. You understand the point? You have ice people instead of having cold weather and everything else. You personify the winter. So you have ice people instead. They serve, so therefore they hugging you, they grabbing you, they chasing you, man. Damn, you still the same effect as winter. It's just now you see it. You see, so you know once you get rid of them, I don't know if you understand that, brothers and sisters. That's why we didn't have to make devils. People say, why we had to make? We didn't have to make them. So we can actually see the force and be visible to us. Okay. And they're personification of the force of his deprivation against us. See? So the thing is that if we start coming together, right, the wind gets colder. Resistance keep us, the whole idea of energy deprivation, they keep us divided, stupid, ignorant. So the point is we start overcoming those things, that means there can be resistance to it. The more we do, the more resistance. Okay? So when Master Father takes that American dream out and a true vision shows up, he gives out false Israel, the true vision is now exposed, and black folks start coming together, and then there's someone there to give them their mind back. There's going to be resistance. How great the resistance? It's going to be said it's going to be unprecedented. Why? Because the point is that everybody's against you. The whole world's against you. That's why it's unprecedented. The resistance is going to be unprecedented. Why is the whole world against you? Make a owner, create a planet, God, universe, because the whole planet is ours. But we have none of it. And the people that have it, they're not giving it up. See, when they say these things, you never add, subtract. You say, oh, they quote, make a owner, create a planet of God, universe. And then we want to stay here. We like it here. What? How does that add up to make a owner, create a planet of God, universe? That means you want to get rid of them. You want to take this all, everything back. That's resistance. Now, if you say, I would like to be broken, I would take, then you won't have a resistance. There won't be a tribulation. And we'll continue being slaves, but broken, but busted. They're between master's legs. So you won't have any resistance. But you'll be on yourself, and you'll be a slave. We're a slave nation now. So in order to overcome and return, and be restored back to our original condition, there's going to be universal resistance. That's the tribulation. And so that's why it says, once we do that, they will attack us, because they are the resistance. They are the resistance. They're going to attack all blacks. They're not taking any chances. Because even Esau, the Africans are here that on beasts and everything else, that's going to be a unification call for them also. They don't come together and they're going to fight back. That's the four winds. And so with that resistance, right, that you all come together. Okay, look at it carefully. You come together to see the great army. Okay, look at this carefully. As you're coming together to see the great army, said the four winds blow. Was the four winds that made you know? Four winds burnt your ass. But no, it was their attack. But was their attack caused? No. You caused the attack. You caused the attack because you come together. And that's their resistance. Because they will attack you if they see you coming together. Unifying. A unifying force. So a unifying force generates a divisive force. A force that tries to keep you disunited. Try to explain to you, study vectors, study forces. So that's what will happen. Right? So that's why that one there, the red horse, right? It's probably a red horse. It represents the four, well, and they haven't blown yet. So that's for that white horse going to take off. It's about to take off any time now. I released it. I released the four. They released. They can go anytime they go now. It's up to them. So Master Muhammad. So what happened until the sixth seal released? So I just released them. But now I'm explaining to you. Now I'm telling you it's released. Right? And then once that happens, then that red horse is going to go, which is the four winds. And then we'll fire on your ass, right? As you're fleeing. But remember, you're coming together now. Coming together, because what Master Muhammad does, the vision, you start coming together and seeing the great army. And the wind's blowing at the same time. Four winds are blowing. All these things happen together. But what's causing, you the one that's causing that because you the one coming together. They're causing them to attack us, attack all blacks. And the reaction to African blacks, right? Their reaction to that, right, is attack back. You understand the math there, brothers and sisters? They attack everybody. I'm getting a lot of light here, brothers and sisters. Doctor, I need more sunlight, so I think it's a lot of BS. But anyway, let me move on. You get it now, brothers and sisters? The four winds, that's Red Horse represents. Four winds blown. First, the white horse, Master Farmer, make his move. Right? Our American dream gives our vision back. We start uniting. That causes them to attack us, to resist. Right? They're attacking all blacks. That causes the four winds to blow as a reaction. But why do the four winds wait till that time to blow? They didn't blow into Sumar, it's that sixth seal, right? Right? It says, prophesy to the four winds. So I know you don't make all these connections. All this stuff just connects right perfectly. And then the black horse. Okay. The black horse is talking about demons. It says I should have wrote it down where it says 3 for 1. Right, so we know we got 3 demons anyway. The black horse represents the separation of demons. You see? But it says some come black is black, some come black is sack over here. It means somebody takes control of the NOI. And then remember, they all come together. So therefore the demon is thrown out. Separate out. That's the black horse. That's the black horse. So now we got a vision back. Thanks to the white horse. Right? Our unity, thanks to the fire red horse. Okay. And now, right, we separate all the chaff and the tares away from us, right? Thanks to the black horse. See the stages there? And then comes, right, the greenish yellow horse. Yeah, that as black horse comes, that gets Farrakhan and his demons, they're all cast out. Separate them out from us. They come united too. And they start attacking, they want to take America. That's the locust war they talk about. And then that's Armageddon. Because you read the fourth one, says, and these had, where you say it, a third of 1/4 of the earth, and gives you all the different things. They kill with famine, longsword, whatever, right? The fourth of the earth, because the earth represents America, Britain, EU, and Russia. So 1/4 of that came out of America. So all these things I'm talking about will primarily hit America, primarily, because they had 1/4 of the earth. All these things happen too. Okay? So when that horse goes, that's Armageddon. Because first of all, Master Muhammad, remember, he went with the battle, and he's able to kick them out of the Middle East. He took control. He says he kicked the dragon out, he kicked Gog and Magog out, dragons, angels, and false Israel under siege. So they run to Europe. But now Europe is in dire straits because they have total economic collapse because they have no more access to the oil in the Middle East and have access to Russian oil either. Right? That's Master Fard Muhammad's move. So then they had to betray America and become allies with Russia so they can have fuel, because they can't fight, they can't do anything without any fuel. In the wintertime, see what happened? So therefore, and now America's over in Europe, trying, because America got tens of thousands of troops over and many bases over in Europe. And they're all under attack now since Europe has allied with Russia. So America got trade there, but now they don't have access to Russian oil or Middle Eastern oil. All Venezuela in their oil. So they have to accommodate all oil they have in their Strategic Petroleum Reserve, SPR. That means they have to accommodate all the oil that's here in America in order to move their troops into Europe to protect their forces in Europe. So now they have war with Russia and EU. And they're getting their ass kicked over there. And when they got thrown out of the Middle East, they got thrown out, their ass on fire. That's another story altogether. This is Master Muhammad's doing. That's it. And I told you that Master Muhammad's about to make himself known to them. And when he make himself known, there will not be a question. They're going to try to hide the truth from you here. But Master Muhammad's going to settle there in one of the smaller planes. He's going to land one of the small planes. Case closed. So, they ain't going to be arguing about who he is. All he do is land right there in Tehran in his one of the smaller planes. There'll be no doubt who he is. They're going to rally around him. All hell breaks loose. That's it. It's the first flame of hell. That for white horse. So the white horse goes out first. Reach those 4 winds. The horse goes out first. First 4 trumpets. That kicks off. Right? The forces are being surrounded. They're being kicked out of the Middle East. And Fard Muhammad has control of the Middle East through his Shia army. They control of heaven. That kicks off all the other events. That happens when we start getting our vision. Their resistance to us, attacking us. The 4 winds blow. That's the second horse. We come together. The great resistance. Okay? And then we move the demons away out from us. Separate them, there's going to be some resistance. There's going to be a battle between us and them. And that's 3rd horse. And the 4th horse is Armageddon there. Armageddon there. That's a tribulation. That's the tribulation they have to go through here. Battling their way out. Because it'll be a battle, America will be battle, and sword within and sword without. That's why it says sword within and sword without. So they're battling over, and battling in Europe, and battling and here. Here in Europe, they're battling Europeans. Over here, they're going to be battling the demons. The scripture tells me that's Samson. They're battling Samson. They're going to attack us, so there's going to be a battle between us and them, right? But it's defensive. We're going to do double them as it did to us. It's going to be, but remember, ours is retaliation for what they did to us, not aggression. But demons are going to be aggressive. They're going to try to take America. That's that 4th. Then the green horse. 6th trumpet, at least the first 4. Those are the first 4. I think I may just leave it there, brothers and sisters, because that's it. We're there now. So this message is safe because I know no one saw it like that, but it was there. But the Levites, they sleep hard. It says much more advanced stuff than that. I told you it's more advanced than you know. That's clearly. That's clear. I mean, I'm going in more detail, but I think that's enough right there. So six seal just released the first six trumpets. Just released the first 4 trumpets. Fifth one said, okay. There was a pause. It said, okay. It said 6, and that's the 6th seal. 6th seal what? There's great shaking. Right? God fell from the earth. The same story I just told you. That force. There's the 4 horses. So there, brothers and sisters. We're there. I just released it. So somebody else got it. They know the Injil. They broke seals, and maybe they can go and stop what I did and release themselves. I just released it. And you see whether I'm right or wrong. Farrakhan. Is that right or wrong? Because they don't come at, they're about to explode. They will come at like a whirlwind. Mass Muhammad with them. We'll be using nuclear weapons. But see, one thing, I don't know if I should reveal this or not. Well, I guess it doesn't. Well, see, what America's got planned right now, they know they can't beat. They know they can't beat Iran straight up. They know they can't do it. Monsters know it too. You know what they're getting ready to do? They want to drop a low-yield nuclear weapon on them. That's what they plan to do. Low-yield nuclear weapons on them. They know they can't beat them any other way. So, mass trauma is not going to let that happen. That's their plan. That's why they backed up, because they went and attacked, and Iran was at a block punch. So you understand, what just happened a few days ago, that was an attack. That was preliminary. Right? That was setting up for a left hook, setting up for the right jab. But they blocked the left hook. See? They said, well, maybe this jab ain't strong. Let me go get a stronger jab. And wait to get a build up blue muscle. That's what's going on. They said, hey, that was supposed to happen. That was supposed to stabilize Iran. Right on time. Right on time. Said, be quiet for about 6 months. For about 6 months, they were talking about Venezuela and everything else. And all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, we're going to attack Iran. We're after Iran. All of a sudden, after 5 months, after 6 months, on time. They threw a punch. They stabilized it. They had people killing people out there. They had people with the Mossad and CIA and everything was actually killing people. They said they killed 100 policemen. It backfired because the people didn't rally. The people didn't break. They go against the government. They more firm with the government. They said, damn, that punch didn't work. They said, we got to get a big, stronger punch. So that's why they're building up right now. And they've already decided, so maybe we need to use low-yield nuclear weapons. That's where we're going to take out Iran because they got all those missiles and everything else. Because, you know, actually, if you do calculate, see, if you think atomic bomb, say, well, okay, put it like this here. If I hit you with a 100-pound punch, boom. What if I hit you with a 100 1-pound punches? Ain't that equal to a 100-pound punch? Instead of hitting you one place, hit you all over. So you get hit here, you get all over the place. But that one time you hit right just in the chest. Maybe crush your chest. So what Iran has done is they created their own nuclear. Their own nuclear equivalent. There are tens of thousands of missiles that when you add it all up. See, if they had one atomic bomb and drop on Tel Aviv, right? Okay, what about the rest of it? But instead of doing that, they say, well, I'm going to punch you in the chest. Okay, instead of doing that, I'm just going, instead of hitting you with a bullet in the chest, I'm just hitting all you all over with needles. hit your eye with a needle, hit your nose with a needle, hit your stomach with a needle, hit your butt with a needle, hit you all over with needles. People don't understand these things. They have the equivalent of a nuclear bomb, it's just spread out. They got equivalent of more nuclear bomb because they got enough missiles to blow up just for every damn thing in false Israel. We got thousands of them. Plus, Hezbollah got thousands of missiles. I mean, that rained down, wouldn't be nothing left. It'd be more destructive than an atomic bomb would be. More destructive. But it'd be at the level of everything. Then they got mass bomb to protect them. They're going to try to hide from the public. But Master Muhammad is about to reveal himself. He's the one riding that white horse. Look at chapter 19. King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Said, how long before you take revenge? I'm not going to do it until Syria goes down. Syria just went down, didn't it? And 6-month pause. They started this shit again. I just released the 6th field. I released the first 4 winds, rather. I released the first 4. That means Matt Muhammad. He's going to make his move. And say, still me, I know exactly he still had to make the move, but now the door is open. Because it said it wouldn't happen. It says, remember it says he was holding back the 4 winds. 6 seal was holding back the 4 winds. The 6th trump was holding back the 4 winds, holding it back. How was I holding it back? Because it wouldn't happen until I did what I just did. That's what he said. It says, preach to the 4 winds. I know you don't understand this, brothers and sisters, but you understand in a minute. Right? So we're about to fuck all this shit up. It's time. Been 35 years for this. I'll be 77 in a few hours. Right? I don't believe in birthdays. Right? And try being 77, see how I feel. I don't feel good. But I worked hard, so I'm in good shape. Because I believed in the angel. If I didn't believe in it, I would have been doing my thing. So when the time came, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd be in a wheelchair. So, hey, man, no. That's the shape. And I don't have any medication. I told Doc, I ain't taking that medication no more. I stopped taking it a while back. I ain't taking it. So, you got to take this stuff, man. I said, man. Time, brothers and sisters. Time. Hope you understand. I'm going to leave it there, brother. I think I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, I want to point that out. I want to bring this out to you, brothers and sisters. It's the most important presentation. But this is the one, and this first one is that, oh, I broke the seals. The deep, what do you call it? Debut. That's kind of funny. I know I had a contract in New York. Well, back then, this is Negro, but I keep running. I ran in the army too. He loved devils. And because I didn't, he used to come at me like, I got a guy at the gym like that, man. He always feel bumping and everything else. He looked at me like I'm a dog or something. He stayed with me. I know he'd be talking about me. I know they asked because I know one dude came and told me. Bob back, he said, hey, man, they was asking about you. What you tell them? See, well, you shouldn't be telling me anything. You know, I don't have any degrees or anything. I'm self-taught. He said, son of man, be self-taught. See, this got some inconsistencies, brothers and sisters. I can just tell that thing up Sunday. He did. Because it said, Elijah Muhammad said, son of man, be self-taught. Well, Master Muhammad wasn't self-taught. He says, father taught him. Elijah Muhammad wasn't self-taught. Farrakhan, he wasn't taught at all, dummy. Anyway, let me get back to that. So we was in a meeting, and you know, he's always trying to show off, trying to show me off like I didn't know what I was doing. And so I had to write a paper or something. And he read it. I didn't mean to do it, but you know, because he was stupid, but he's probably a demon. But you know, D-E, I think it's D-E-B-U-T, right? Or it's D-E-B-O-T, right? Your debut. It's P-O-T, D-E-P-O-T, right? But they, in English words, they spell one way, and like Bible. That's not the way it sounds, the way it spell it. B-I-B-L-E, Bible. How do you get Bible out of that? But yeah, in front of all these white folks, and they didn't want, they want to laugh, but they didn't want to laugh in front of his face. He got that point. Yeah, the D-pot. I shouldn't even went there. See? And he didn't know, they was laughing at him. Because he still don't realize who these devils are. Anyway, Master Muhammad is getting ready to make his move, bro. Since he's going to make himself known to the Shia, Iran. And he's going to kill this American dream when he goes to war. He's also going to break or make you realize. See, some of you had to break the fear of the devils. See? Some of you have to realize they are devils. So you have two different things going on there. But you're going to come to that realization because they're going to attack you. So you're going to know false Israel was false, and you're going to recognize devils are devils. And the American dream was, that's he's going to accomplish. And I'm there to get your mind back so you can see straight. That's that white horse going to do it for you. Master Muhammad's going to do that. Master Muhammad's going to do that. Now, white horse about to run, brothers and sisters. So you see, I just released it. We find out, I'm going to close out, brothers and sisters, right there. Let's see what else I got here. Okay, yes, talking about the white horse here. I'm going to bypass some of this. We at your leisure, chapter 19. I saw the heavens having been opened up. Look, white horse, and set upon it, faithful, called, and true. And the righteous judge he is, and is warring. See? He's warring. War in heaven. And I'm going to be warring in a minute. See? And the armies in the heaven follow him upon horses' weight. Remember, all the part of the eagle has 6 wings there, they're all white. See? But there's another side to it too. I'm not going to it right now. Have clothed in white linen, white and clean. Come about the Shia. No one's cast him as being white, right? Anyway, that's his army. Michael and his army. He's riding that white horse. I just released it. It's called King of Kings and Lord of Lords. While the Lamb is called Lord of Lords and King of Kings. Here's the trumpet. The first trumpet, second trumpet, third trumpet, fourth trumpet. Woe, woe to the dwelling upon earth, and left over voice of trumpet of 3 angels being about to trumpet. Right? That means there's 3 more trumpets about to trumpet. The 5th, 6th, and 7th. Right? First 4, now 3, right? Okay. And 5th trumpet. I saw heart falling from heaven, right? Key to abyss. This is a little complicated right here. I don't want to go into kind of detail. Anyway, if you go here, right down here, it says, woe to the went off, lo, is coming yet 2 more woes after. The 6th trumpet, the 6th angel trumpeted, and heard voice out of horns of the altar, gold and sight of the throne of God, saying, the 6th angel having a trumpet, loose the 4 angels, having bound up, loose the 4 angels. Loose the 4 trumpets. 6, he would loose the 4 trumpets. I just released them. It was held up. Okay? They prepared, but he held them up. Okay? See, they was held back. Batman bound upon the river Euphrates. He's holding them up. How was he holding them up? A lot of things, brother, says you're going to learn after a while. And this maker, owner, queen of planet Earth, God of the universe, everything they have of ours. You got Angie, controls as a nation, we're a slave nation, has an identity, they have a land, They have an economy, and this cloud has destroyed our vision. He says with Pharaoh, he said with Elijah, he's not. Because he said we're not going anywhere. There's no mention of covenant. We ain't going nowhere. What about Joshua? Where the hell is Joshua? We have to fight all of that. Someone has to lead the charge. Let me play a couple of these. I'm going to close, brothers and sisters.
One. Now after the death of Moses the servant of the Lord it came to pass, that the Lord spake unto Joshua the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, To Moses my servant is dead, now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, thou, and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them, even to the children of Israel. 3. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. 4. From the wilderness and this Lebanon even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea toward the going down of the sun, shall be your coast. 5. There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life, as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee, I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Six. Be strong and of a good courage, for unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land, which I swear unto their fathers to give them. 7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee, turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. 9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goest. One. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee, to and shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart, and with all thy soul. 3. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee. For if any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. 5. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers.
Okay, bro, says I think I'm leave it there. I've talked about the silence and everything. We're here now, brothers and sisters. No more delays. They're at war over there now. They attacked Iran with riots and secret agents are carrying on. And now Iran's going to retaliate. The first mass bomb is going to make itself known to them. He hasn't already done it. So the hounds of hell are released, brothers and sisters. Let's see. We'll see you soon, Mr. Son of Man and Mr. Eric, Ben X, Melchizedek, Silas. We'll see you soon, and the rest of you out there, Farrakhan Legion. Time is up. I've been warning you. That sounds over. It's over. We'll see. Assalamu alaikum.